Hello, my name is Jairo Aguirre, course Educational Research. In this case, uh, choosing the educational institution Jose Eustacio Rivera from City Neiva. First question, how is the connection between English and Spanish from the curriculum? In the educational institution Jose Eustacio Rivera, the guidelines curriculum of the English language are related from their own experience and their characterization in pay of institution. The main objective of PMB is to have citizens able to communicate in English mm, and joins with CAF, Common European Framework, to extend the following aspects. Identify learning needs, objectives, definition. Define content, selection of material creation, establish program of teacher learning, improving teaching and learning methods employed, and evaluate. Next question. How are the difference of language cultures and identity recognized? Educational institution Jose Eustacio Rivera recognize that the study of another language allows students to understand a different culture. The evaluation requires a connection between the culture that leads and spoken language are understood by those who possess knowledge. The student should understand the specific role of learning English as a second language that requires them to actively participate in the exchange of information and ideas with members of other cultures. Through their use in this way, students develop their critical thinking skills. How is the mother tongue based bilingual or multilingual education in the early years? Educational institution Jose Eustacio Rivera believes that any curriculum must start from the premise that the mother tongue is the first language of the institution in education. Second language is easier to learn when you have learned well the mother tongue. This point is very important. Therefore, the educational institution keeping the correct curriculum and teacher training contextualizes the process with a priority education in the mother tongue with proper materials and adapted to the needs of the students. How is the contributed for difference and diversify in language teaching and learning? This school, as a center of education, is not stronger to the social reality of the environment and context to assuming their academical and pedagogical communities with their students, the community and society. This view allows us to set our educational community to show through the lens of plurality, diversity of the world with all their cultures, their ways of thought and expression to understand tolerance and social harmony. Social diversity allows us to understand the cultural and multicultural reality of our educational context. Where are you disagreement about English teaching or learning? Although there is an apparent fulfillment, the curriculum and the standard required by the MEN, P, NB, and CFR, Common European Framework, for teaching a second language, it is clear that the educational institution in reference has shortcomings and methodological and strategic failures in this process, which is assimilated in endemic characteristics with the national education system. It's very complicated. This reality reflects in the lack of quality teacher, lack of time, hours for teaching, lack of material and financial resources, lack of adequate infrastructure for a friendly atmosphere and lack of practical English for real communication and true educational institution for Eustacio Rivera. Eh, the wiki, this is my activity. How can you improve the teaching and learning for a student at the private or public educational institution chosen by growth? The achievement of the objectives involves a change and adjustment to their related pay, quality, and coverage that has to do with the structure of the program and its components such as teacher, material, environment, and context. I think a good educational institution was Eustacio Rivera ought to adopt an eclectic approach that allows and encourages the development of communication skills. In addition to its accreditation in quality and training, teachers to direct the whole educational process around students and their needs. It's very important this point. How is the bilingual national plan implemented at the private or public education? Education Jose Eustacio Rivera bilingual implements taking into account the province or the Ministry of Education with the establishment of corresponding curriculum and their characterization in pay. Tax, the educational considers that the joint can be acquired through the design and implementation of methodological and didactic strategies that promote cultural relations between the mother tongue and foreign language. This cultural relation can be approached from the concept of biculturals and multiculturals. How the technology apply at the private or public education institution chosen by you, by group? Technology will add means and tools for our teachers to change their teaching practice with access to new educational research. It promotes student learning by extending the frontiers of knowledge, plurality and interaction. Educational institution Jose Eustacio Rivera promotes ownership and knowledge of ICT among the academic community, given its relevance and effectiveness in support of the education according to the teaching practice and management process. We did that strategy you a teacher or implement the technology. In this institution, as teacher use teaching strategy innovation, creativity and motivating for implementing of technology through to use of ICT and its tools. Thus, they try to increase the level of meaningful learning in English in students by curriculum, content, and academic scouting objectives. Also, the acquisition of skills and learning to learn skills, build, control, collaborative knowledge, skills to articulate critical and creative thinking, access and use of information. Where you point uh, what is your viewpoint on using computer for assessing the English learning? My view part of the analysis of use of ICT in the educational context, respecting our country. My experience as not leads me to consider the many possibilities offered by computers materials for learning and in the curriculum area and knowledge, specifically, specifically in English and the educational institution of Eustacio Rivera. It is significant, it's implied to teachers and students, artists, evaluates are necessary to advise and support the process of the evaluation of the institution research. Okay?